for some quick intel gathering, but with the way that with Panda's been playing, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to use it for a pop-out play.
Ooh, actually a defense mounted in the mid, and Hunter's Fury comes out. Ooh, almost got Chamber, but I mean, he did get some poke damage. You can see both the Jet and the Sova for Boise State past the halfway mark.
And more importantly, that gives Utah State the info on where Boise State is going to be now. They're going to smoke out that choke there, make it harder for Boise State to push through. A dash through the smoke, and now Chamber follows.
Scout it out.
Gets Como.
11 HP remaining, has to throw down the door and teleport out with the rendezvous. But Boise State, one member on the defense as the Sova finally rotates over.
But look at all Boise State's health bars here. It's just basically one errant shot is going to do it for Utah State.
Oh, is that what I think it is? I hope it is.
It probably is. And with Boise State being so low on health, then just the spray can take them out. They're going to try to spray through. There it is. I was saying. I told you. Oh, the ace with the Odin?
I mean, fingers crossed, even though it's against Boise State. A ton of utility committed.
I mean, Boise State's in such a lead, I wouldn't.
Oh, there goes
Slimsy takes it.
Oh, but the come. Oh, no, it got the diffuse off. Tried to look for a little bit more conversion.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had enough time to turn that around.
I mean, at least he took down the Omen for at least the trade value. Utah has definitely been improving on their trades. They've gone from like 2-to-1 or just none at all to now 1-for-1 more consistently. So you can tell they have definitely warmed up, gotten more accustomed, been mounting a defense much better in the past. I mean, we started this whole round with them going mid, immediately getting denied by 2 members, and then getting the Hunter Fury used on them, rotate all the way over to A, took down the Jet because she was the only one on point, but they had clean rotations over and reclaimed it with ease.
Dart going to give information over to Utah State. We already know their Sova is hanging out on B. Going to dash through the Molly to close the door very quickly. With all the sideline smoke, they just make their way onto point themselves.
Ooh.
Omen hanging back in Boathouse is going to blind Skies. With
Guys, the Odin. The Odin's down on the ground. Oh! In Boathouse, they had a judge.
That's an interesting
You
strategy.
can see it on the ground.
It was probably a save round for Utah State, so probably trying something.
Yeah, but a member still had the Odin. Well, that must have been the Sova from the previous round. Okay. Yeah, Dreammaker. Make my dreams come true.
Como getting a nice pick there, though. In terms of a 5, you got to be happy with that, getting at least 2 picks in a 5v1.
Yeah, and that's what I just touched on, is Utah's getting much better trades for, you know, the surviving members.
Of course, that's the only thing they have really going for them right now and losing all these rounds. But at least we have some good trades.
If anything, I would love to see Utah improve on their ult usage. Whenever they use it, they don't capitalize on it. They use it as kind of either preventative measures of, you know, the Killjoy, the Hunter's Fury at the start of the round when they were pushing through mid, the Omen ult in the middle of the fight when they were already on site. And I have yet to see the KO ult not just get timed out, and I don't want to say wasted, but it was wasted. So, whereas Boise State, whenever they ult, I've gotten a ton of value. We haven't seen Utah State with the Jet ult get a ton of eliminations, maybe 1 to 2, whereas on the side of Boise State, it's been those clutch moments. Same with even the Hunter's Fury. So now the Killjoy going out, taking control of the
Utah
point.
State have anyone on B?
No.
Well,
Once again, this has just been a huge fault for them. Is they commit all 5 members to one site and say, we're defending this without anything, and Boise just says, okay, we'll go to the other one. And they've done it again and again and again. Which is why we are 8-3.
Utah State wouldn't have had time to rotate out because Boise State pushed up through mid so quickly there. Now they're rotating in, going to get the dart, and also use their own Killjoy here. Panda's going to, get taken out with the Guardian.
Now we're going to have to retake side as quickly as, right as he came out of the teleport. Good conversion, though.
A lot of trading, and the defuse for Utah State works out, so a little bit of momentum towards them as we go into half, but maybe that's good for Boise State avoiding 9-3 curse. So
I mean, there's a reason why it's called 9-3 curse, so is thankfully
Boise State just
avoided.
rather wanted the 8-4 instead.
Yes, they wanted to lose. It's all
part of their
calculated.
master plan.
Yes, let's go with that. But also, Utah was very good with the Guardian, surprisingly. They got a triple with it, I believe. So, Guardian's secret new weapon, but now having to swap sides with that being round 12. Once again, Jabal just buying the light armor and not getting anything else. But this time, Panda bringing a Frenzy. Of course, all the Sova arrows are going to be going through this B rotation.
And we very well could be seeing 8-6 here, basically, because Utah State has been so good at the pistol rounds, and already they pick up one. McWhird eliminating Skies.
Yeah, all the way on the side of A as well. Ooh, the Frenzy picks it up. Immediately drops it, though. Aw. Definitely would love to see more Frenzy play, because you only ever get it in this first round. Very curious if a member of Utah State has also brought a shorty this time around. We've only seen it the one time, but...
Yeah, but we didn't see it on Haven, so a map with longer sidelines like Ascent, I wouldn't probably count on it, but maybe.
Oh.
Boise State is going to get some information because their trademark was destroyed, so the call has gone out that Utah State is going B. Boise State is going to fight them 4v4. A few sprays through the door.
Spike goes down as well. Now it's going to have to be attacking the site, and I mean, it's 4-4. They have yet to really secure a lot of the area. And
Going to try to bait out a peek from Boathouse.
Are they all stacked up in Boathouse? Oh, whoa! Is that through the wall? I really hope
No,
it wasn't.
it was, according to the feed, it wasn't. But yeah, it does look like Utah State had everyone around Boathouse here. And it's going to be a 1-to-1 Killjoy versus Killjoy here. Who's going to win? Oh, walks right into the turret. Unfortunate.
No,
Oh, the right clicks and the knife.
Utah just... the remaining Killjoy having balls of steel.
I know.
Boathouse just maintaining.
The BM. You gotta, or you could call it style at this point. I mean, finishing off with the. I mean, once you walk right, that's just a feels bad moment there
it's
too.
also just huge feels bad of right click, right click.
I know, two right clicks in a row and it just doesn't do anything.
3 marshals? All right, Boise. I have questions of this. Loses the first 2, or was that the first pistol round? I can't do math.
Yeah, they lost the first. It's going to be basically
so
the second.
they lose first pistol round and then immediately buy 3
I
marshals.
mean, maybe they're thinking, hey, pistols haven't worked out for us at all today, so let's just go with the longest range weapon we can buy right now.
And a frenzy. Yeah, you knife that door. Oh! Suddenly, there's a KO.
Right through is going to mow him down with the Spectre.
Oh.
Trying to flank them, gets one shot, has to dash away.
Double flashed.
Well, okay, going to get a no-scope there with the Marshal.
Picks up the Spectre as well, takes control of Heaven.
Oh, the Molly right on point takes Panda down to 33. Very quick, clutch quick scope there, but it's not going to be enough against 3.
Oh, the turret.
The team ace for Utah State gets them to 8-6. And yeah, like I said, I was just kind of assuming it was going to go to 8-6 because Utah State just wins the pistol rounds. But now that Boise State can get up to a full buy here, now we're going to see where it gets pretty interesting.
I mean, it was pretty interesting with 3 marshals.
Hey, that was interesting to see. I won't
Well,
deny you
technically
that.
4 because the Jet had one as well, which for the side of Utah State, that is. So hopefully, well, I don't think can Boise State full buy now after buying that many marshals? Maybe they just have,
I mean, Skies is holding the Vandal, so.
does have light armor though, so that would be why.
Yeah, they can't full buy, actually. They got to settle for light armor, so maybe that Marshall pick is going to come back to bite them. It doesn't look like it, though. There goes. Once Boise State gets back onto the Vandal, they are happy.
Yeah, huge collapse on mid, wins both those gunfights cleanly. There it is. I see it. It's in my sight lines. You have your target priority. Acquire the target.
I mean, you would have to have nerves of steel to peek through mid with an Odin.
He was on the attacker side.
No, I wasn't saying for that
Yeah,
engagement.
okay,
I was
gotcha.
saying afterwards.
I mean, it worked with the Ares we saw really early on. He won the long engagement.
We know where
so.
the KO is, though. Gonna just try to spray through the crate there.
Have yet to find the spike, to my knowledge. I have yet to see it, so one of the 2 remaining members of Utah has to have it.
But now by moving through A main here, Boise State is looking to just pinch Utah State in. They're keeping a sideline, though, on B in case Utah State rotates through there. Nah, the Sova is caught there in the corner.
Odin's down.
No, it's all left up to the KO now.
You grab that Odin. Do it.
Doesn't look like they're interested
I mean,
in it.
finished it out with the triple. Sadly, we were unable to see it, but Boise State finally bringing things back after that 2-round loss streak. And I mean, as we've constantly talked about, is just losing the early rounds and then get guns in their hands and can start it rolling.
That's interesting. Panda can't afford a full buy there, so has to settle for the Bulldog.
Bulldog and light armor is definitely not a strat. I was going to say it is, but like I've never seen that happen in my life. So, also no one picked up the Odin? Dreammaker, no. No.
Shock dart thrown out immediately.
Ooh, finds one. Gets it?
Yeah. Skies is doing well. Top fragger, I believe, for Boise State.
Ooh, looked away right as he came out of the angle. You saw his arms come out there, too.
Gonna
Yep,
throw
there he
out the
is.
blinding onto mid. Gets flash, turns away.
There was one closer than we thought.
Insane reaction time there.
Utah does have 2 ultimates available to them. If they can get close to sight, they can easily throw down the Killjoy or the Omen ult for the intel. Dreammaker gets that as well? Cosmo was just very cheekily peeking, jumping back and forth. Huge collapse on... All right. just like that.
Boise State is going to pick up everything that Utah State bought.
Which I think was all sheriffs, if I'm being honest.
I mean, sure. Why? At least if you're holding a classic, you know, you never know when it might, you know, be handy, the sheriff. So might as well if it just gives you that little bit of econ advantage.
Yeah, hopefully we can see Utah State here commit one of their 2 ultimates at least. Because it's the same mentality as Overwatch of you just don't want to hold on to it the whole time because then you just held on to it, you didn't use it.
Right.
So hopefully we can see each side maybe commit an ult as well. But boy, he's been sitting very pretty with their... Ooh! Of course, as soon as I say that, they get first blood.
It is going to be traded, though, so Dreammaker even up 4v4. The drone gets flashed, though, but once it wears off, they do say 3. Wow! They're just all committing here to A.
Dreammaker survives that gunfight with 16 HP.
You should
You're wishing for a Sage or a Sky.
There goes the Killjoy, though, on to B, so going to try to use the sidelines to their advantage, though.
I mean, sadly, Jabald was not watching long. Instead, they just get ran up on. I'll take it. 3v2 situation. Ooh.
Or was that KJ a fake to clear out A? Instead, it was.
I mean, she didn't have the spike, so yeah. It was
that kind of explains why that Killjoy tried to take such an aggressive peek there.
Oh, but scouted out in hell, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just how fast Boise immediately rotated, got both picks, and then just cleared it out, taking us to 11-6. They're 2 rounds away from just closing this match out, which will send them to being 4-1 here. And we're 2-3 weeks away from playoffs, and being 4-1 would definitely help going forward, especially stating only having lost to Hawaii is something we've talked about already. That's really been the competition we've seen.
And it's I'm sorry,
No, go ahead.
but it's basically just kind of trying to place yourself in the seating correctly so you don't face Hawaii first round.
Exactly, which very well could have just been the case as, you know, starting seeding, someone has to fight each other. So if Boise fought Hawaii and hasn't had the time to like scout or properly learn things or even get warmed up for the season, could have just been a rough start. But here they're alive and well, and also 3-3 ultimates. Gotta see some usage. I would love.
Also, almost
4th.
Oh.
Sorry.
We hear the Hunter's Fury brought out from Utah State. Knives also used. Shells falls victim to it.
Exactly what I wanted to see from Utah. More good ultimate conversion. Actually is able to pick up an elimination. Hopefully Boise has scouted out a little bit of the general. He used the long range knives coming out. Misses all of them, but what?
That is insane peripheral vision right there.
I mean, that was a hard loss for Utah of just...
Oh, Boise State also has gotten the op too.
Good conversion. But the Sheriff. Utah and the Sheriffs has been a huge... I would love to see Cozy's perspective on that. Did he just walk up to the side of his head?
with the Sheriffs and took out the opper.
I mean... Oh, they have the spike down.
Okay, so Boise State knows where the spike is now, so they can just hold Garden. Of course, this KO is sneaky, and a well-placed shock dart is going to mean it's a 1-2, not 1-1. KO and KO, Killjoy.
KO and KO.
KO and KO. Oh, but he goes it again! What the?
All right.
Wow.
Respect to Cozy just being a stealthy god of a giant robot that is KO. It's just walking up, having a revolver, just...
This is where I wish I could have seen the perspective so much just for that
100%.
play.
He's just holding shift, slow walking everywhere he goes and just saying, they'll never find me. And they never did, so just major respect for
he honestly could have knifed at the end there if he wanted.
I would have loved to see it. I mean, we've seen one melee so far.
It would have been great with the op, though, especially because he basically just got so close. If you were able to knife an opper, it's just beautiful. Well, there goes the Odin brought out by Dreammaker. First time really seen him use it, but Cozy's going to put an end to that.
The Dream was alive for a whole 1 kill, and it made me happy. But the KO ult did come out and timed out.
But it did suppress a lot of Boise State, so that did keep him at bay and allowed Utah State to plant.
Yeah, so that means Skies will bring out the knives. You know Utah's probably all sitting in that be back. So
Boise State uses the Killjoy to clear everyone out. Facing the op, right clicks him. Now it's 3-3. Gets 3. 3 are detained and basically... Where are they? Oh, there you are.
Hello.
There you go. That's basically the perfectly placed Killjoy there.
Ooh. Able to at least pick up 1 more. Does get taken down, though, so...
And that's why the Killjoy just has such, it demands such respect there. It's 8 whole seconds that you can't do anything.
That was such a, I want you dead. Here's all 5 knives to your head, because it was a headshot for Skies there, but Boise State now on match point.
Okay. Alrighty, it's been plenty fun, but it looks like Boise State is ready to call it a night here.
I mean, they're definitely looking to close things out. Dreammaker, I'm praying for 1 more Odin elimination here. This is the chance to make it happen. Tour even comes out for the chamber.
I do hear the bait being brought out there from the ultimate orb, so it means they're all charging A.
Time for the rotations.
So it isn't a bait, it's just a full charge there. Hunter's Fury brought out by Boise State.
Oh,
not going to get too much. Tour de Force also online for the Broncos. They get the spike down, throws out blinding. Cozy picking up one against Panda.
There
Quick scope from Skies.
Yeah! Aw, I thought he had that. 2 members remaining.
Just going to try to use the lineup here to get him out of hell. Oh, I heard the glass break. Yeah, and it seems like Dream did too. Gets his location revealed.
Ooh.
Oh no, it gets caught using the dart, and Utah State still wants to keep it going.
They applied the pressure very well to Boise when pushing Heaven. I mean, as we heard immediately, is glass break, so he had to look a different direction. And then the Jet continued to push from trees, so he had the split. Had to throw down the arrow and just peeked at the wrong time. So now Dreammaker's not even able to full buy. Has to go light armor and an Ares. Oop, maybe changing things up. Changed it.
He's going to go heavy armor with it. Yeah, but... Oh, someone bought for him. I see, I see.
Ah. Teammates being helpful in a competitive game?
I know.
What? It's crazy. Ooh, also going for another huge... He gets it?
Cozy with these clutch 1v1s here. Dreammakers evens it up, though.
I mean, Dreammaker with 1 piece of armor remaining and 76 HP.
Standard KJ turret placement there.
Taken down immediately, promptly. But they do have the Killjoy online, so if they throw that down, they can easily get a push onto site with that.
Well, they're not going to be able to. Not with that trade that just happened.
But now they also know that Cosmo has the op.
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
something that they definitely have to play around. The
He's gonna
drone
use
will
the
help.
drone first, yeah. That's a good bit of util to have.
Well,
Fortunately for Jabal, their turret is way far off on cooldown, but Dreammaker does have that. Okay, this is going to be a very crucial dart here. Throws out the dart, alarm bot triggered. Oh, they haven't planted yet. Oh, that gives so much information over to Dreammaker here. He has to reload, though.
The question is, does Utah solo Hunter's Fury to take him down?
If
Would
it's
it
to
be
keep
the
the game,
ultimate play?
if it's to keep the, well, no, it's not going to be. Okay.
There was a hope for maybe just the absolute, I'm the better Sova, here's my Fury.
Right. Well, if it's to keep the game going, you know, then you use the ult.
But it's still match point. Utah has come back so far. I mean, they're fighting to stay in it right now. And this early engagement of just Cozy's shutting down. Oof. When he gets close range, he's just been consistently winning it. Especially
Unfortunately for Boise State now, losing that last round, they have to save here and use pistols, something that they're just really not that good at.
I mean, but Utah has proven you can win against a full-buy team with Sheriffs alone.
Sure, yeah.
So if anyone can do
when
it.
you got Cozy flanking, you know, then.
And Shell's getting first blood with the Headhunter, I mean, and taking down the Killjoy, so that's ultimate lost. I mean, have to be feeling good if you're Boise at the moment.
And there goes the KO ultimate, is going to suppress Jabald here. They use that to just push all the way onto point. They're firing through the smoke. Door goes down.
Boise very stacked up at tree right now. Slowly rotating over to hopefully take control of heaven at least.
Oh, they're going to find out where he is. He's hanging around generator.
Oh! Let's go! They did their own just point-blank headshot. Now trades.
Right now it's Utah State having the Vandal advantage here. Oh, well, he had his back turned. Boise State clutches it and gets the win 2-0 against Utah State.
I would love a replay of that final play from Jabald of the instant flicks and headshots. Fantastic plays by Boise State to close this out.
Well, that's going to do it for this fight. Boise State goes 4-1 overall in the Mountain West, winning against Utah State. But Utah State proven to be a competitor that has some tricks up their sleeves, so as soon as playoffs happen, I wouldn't quite count them out yet.
More Sheriffs.
Basically. Army National Guard is a proud supporter of Boise State esports. Top plays are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out to them on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. So now that Boise State has the win in their pocket and we are looking back, do you have anyone that you want to call out?
I mean, that's not a question you have to ask, as obviously it's going to be Dreammaker with the Odin and Ares continual plays.
Sure, sure.
I do want to highlight that final play from Jabald really has me like flabbergasted of how well he pulled that off on the Killjoy, so huge respect there. I mean, Skies on the Jet did phenomenally taking control of the map and getting a lot of value.
And if I remember correctly, Jabald was Sage on Haven and was top fragging for a bit as Sage too, so
Sage
he could be
on the Sage did very well. You had blinking right now. This is bad. Panda on the Omen getting the high ground and just controlling the map when he needed to defend or even attack for that matter. I mean, every member of the Boise State team had their moment in the sun, but I'm still going to stick with Dreammaker because when you pull a note and you win my heart.
Well, we'll just see who is going to be the player of the game right now. And it looks like the choice has gone through for
Gamertag.
Gamertag. Well, you know you're never wrong.
Going to presume it is Skies as we are watching their POV.
No, it's Panda. It's Panda.
Oh, it is Panda. All right. But I mean,
and this was an insane triple there.
Yeah, Panda's been the go-to player just as the top fragger of Boise State. So it makes complete sense to me. But also, it's very nice to see Panda play something other than the Jet. Traditionally, in the past, we've had just consistent Jet play on Panda. I mean, Dreammaker, you will always be the player in my heart, bringing a note in. Just always have to say that, but I mean, Panda on the Open was uncontested for a lot of this.
Well, it's the ICCU Player of the Game brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central is helping members achieve financial success. Panda is your ICCU Player of the Game, proving that he is just not going to be content being designated smoker for the team. Great job there. Awesome play on the Odin from Panda. Whereas we're prepared to close out Valorant for the night, do you have any final thoughts?
More Odin.
More Odin. Okay.
I'm going to have to. I mean, from Boise State, I would love to see their defense was probably the only place where they were weak, even though they came away with
rounds.
And pistol rounds is probably the biggest thing to touch on, is just better conversion on the pistol rounds. We see them trading at best maybe 1-for-1, but consistently they're losing 1-for-2. And so maybe Boise State a bit showing up those early rounds, but as soon as they get the ball rolling, they don't stop.
Well, even though Valorant is over, it is not even close to the end of what we have for you here on this Friday at Boise State Esports. Halo's going to be up next, so you're not going to want to miss that. We'll take a break and be back with that, so please stay tuned on the Boise State Twitch page. For now, we'll leave you with the top 5 plays of the game you just saw, brought to you. Say, okay, Skies, you gotta earn your place in this team. You gotta deal with 10 health right now. Oh, it's on cooldown. Excuse me.
No, she's just a bad healer. Yeah, not healing. It's just
it's that moment where you get the spam. Heal. Need healing.
You have to get your mic really close to the keyboard. It's like it's off cool. Like it's.
I hate to tell it there.
Big high ground advantage. See this see pressure from Tracy.
They're not expecting him there.
Huge pitch gets off the lead. Skies keeping Panda. Panda didn't take a single bullet of damage throughout all of that.
Oh, they're gonna find out where he is. He's hanging around Generator.
Oh, let's go! They did their own just point blank headshot. Now trades.
Right now, it's Utah State having the Vandal advantage here. Oh, well, he had his back turned. Boise State clutches it and gets the win.
Slow defense, but it's been working out for them so far. So now Boise State's going to have to play a bit further back. Good conversion, though. Gets things up a little, denies the flawless. Ooh.
Here's that. Oh,
not the great position to come out of this one.
Yeah, well, are you? Wait, what? Stayed off of the point.
Ooh, finds one.
Oh, they picked up a Vandal. Oh, this is actually
1v2.
Oh, Skies has to clutch here with the knives. Gets one, refills and gets two. A triple overall and saves the round for Boise State.
Definition of a
my mind. I gotta keep asking why. Stop telling me all the time everything will be fine. I can't stop scratching my mind. I don't know. can't see through your skin. I'm not your guardian. I can't see through your skin. Can't see through my skin. All the time. Everything will be fine. Stop scratching my mind. I don't know. So I'll go. Yeah, I'm lost and numb, cold to the touch. I pretend like I don't remember your name. Every masterpiece built a blasphemy. When I close my eyes, yeah, I still see your face. We were the thunder and the lightning, burning fire that started from the spark. I would spare you just to watch you twirl. It was us against the world. You were the rain falling on my skin. Yeah, I was dying when you pulled me in. I was your rebel and you were my girl. It was us against the world. Yeah, I'm paying gray, all dust and fade. When I call for you, all I hear back is pain. Every song must end, even diamonds fade. When the darkness comes, I count up my mistakes. We were the thunder and the lightning, burn fire started from the spark. I would spend it just to watch you twirl. It was us against the world. You were the rain falling on my skin. Yeah, I was dying when you pulled me in. I was your rebel and you were my girl. It was us against the world.
Welcome to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You are watching our coverage of UGC Collegiate Halo. We are into playoff season, and we are down to the top 12 teams. And based on how things are going to turn out tonight, those top 12 are going to go down to the top 3. So a lot is on stake here. In UGC, everyone, including Boise State, is looking to make a new name for themselves, alongside big names like Ryerson University, Rutgers, and Texas State. For tonight, Boise State is looking to pick up a win against University of Illinois. My name is Jacob Jem Palmer. I'm your host for tonight. I am joined by Hayden to call all of the action. And overall, how has Boise State been in this tournament? What in their past games have you been taken away from as big things to remember?
Yeah, they've been doing very well in this tournament. They've had such good just cooperation. They don't stick together necessarily, but they are always in a position to help each other out, and that just really shines through against some of these tougher teams.
Yeah, and Boise, like we said, everyone is trying to make a new name for themselves, just Halo fresh off release, and it's really the first big season that everyone is playing. There's a lot of excitement to see who is going to take the top tiers, and like I said, it's top 12 going down to 3 teams after this, so it is a lot that is at stake. Let's just take a look at the overall rules of the tournament and how everything turns out. It is UGC Collegiate Halo, best of 5, 4v4 with the present map list, and it's a double round robin. For Boise State, going up right now against University of Illinois. No matter what game you're playing, you can always do with Doc's Keys to the Game, brought to us by Drop In Gaming. Doc's Keys to the Game in Halo is going to be to control the high ground, rotate to the power items, team, target priority, and of course employ those sweaty comms. Brought to us by Drop In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive game journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. Like I said, the matchup we're currently facing is Boise State versus University of Illinois, as we are ready to head into our first match here. And overall, looking at the map pool that we have available to us, what has Boise State really been shining on lately?
Just Streets is like the map that is Boise State's. Anytime you see them on Streets, you know you're in for a good game. They're very well... Or they're doing very well in just controlling the flow of the battle and always getting these power weapons as soon as they come up, or being there even before them. We see too many teams just see, oh, the power weapon's up now, I better go start heading there. And Boise State, they're already there. They were waiting for it 5-10 seconds in advance.
Well, as for the lineup that we have available for you, it's going to be Reality, Zeke, Mortar, and Calvin D playing for us tonight up on stage behind us. Doc was just talking to them shortly. And the stages that we could see tonight are going to be Bazaar, Live Fire, Streets, like Hayden was just saying, and Recharge with Aquarius also. And it looks like it is, in fact, going to be Streets, as you were saying.
Yeah, starting out here, Boise State just you can tell this is their most practiced map, or at least that's what it seems like, because they always do so well on this map. They know it inside and out. All the little jumps and shortcuts you can take, and they always have such a strong start on this map to get that leading momentum. So we're flying through here, this purple street here. This is where a lot of action happens right away, because you have the Bulldog spawn over there, and we've seen time and time again, like especially Calvin, just get that Bulldog and just run away with it, and that just kind of snowballs the rest of the map, because they get the Bulldog, they win those fights mid, they get the rocket launcher, and then just keeps that momentum going, and they get such a lead that it's very difficult to come back from.
So it's really going to be kind of in the first few minutes, what sort of lead would you like to see for Boise State to know that, hey, we got this?
Yeah. Essentially,
like how big is the lead we're looking for?
Yeah, obviously, I believe we're starting out on Slayer here, or no, Oddball. So what we're looking for is just getting this good lead right away. We actually get the Oddball, which is huge. We're not going to hold on to it right now. We're just going to pick it up. We're going to get it out away from Illinois here, and then just trying to win the fights so we can take the Oddball to a secure location. Looks like we got Calvin here just playing up close and personal.
Goes very low on health and is eliminated there. It's going to be traded back between him and Renru. So overall, neither team winning any huge fights thus far. Just some trades back and forth between the one-on-ones.
Yeah, some almost kills there with the Stalker rifle, but unfortunately weren't able to finish any of those off. Oh. Mortar actually picking up that one, bringing it down. Illinois, though, at the same time, kind of snuck over real casually and just took the Oddball.
Reality is going to take Renew off guard. Now has his sights set on another as Calvin D picking up 1-2. Boise State takes the Oddball and is going to start the timer ticking up.
Yeah, just kind of realizing maybe they should start getting some points on the board here. It's always good to win those first couple fights before picking up the Oddball, but at some point, you got to actually get those points or the game will never end.
Well, Mortar throwing out a bunch of pings right now, and actually see a melee there brought out by Boise State.
Gets the Oddball kill. That ultra-fast melee on the Oddball basically means you win any close quarters 1v1. The Reality here with the Stalker and the Bulldog. Very powerful combo. You got the range with the Stalker rifle and then the close quarters supremacy with that Bulldog. unable to get a kill there, but just backing away and just kind of defending the oddball here. Because this whole time, Boise State is just letting that score tick up. And all the pressure's on Illinois. Mortar moving in.
Everyone except Mortar taken out, though, so.
Yeah, where they dropped the oddball there is actually a really smart location as well. They realized they weren't gonna be able to hold it for much longer. Just throw it into the middle of the open, so Illinois can't just turn around and grab it without Mortar or anyone on the rotation to have an easy way to contest it. A couple low members of Illinois here being brought down. Looks like they're rotating back.
All but one, but he's going to make his presence known. Taking out Mortar in the process. Calvin is also going to fall. Overall, Boise State leading 45-6.
Very, very good position for Illinois right here with the train station. They just have they have the high ground advantage here. And the oddball's just right in front of it. So it's going to be a really hard take for Boise State here, but they're slowly whittling them away so they can try and run away with this oddball. At the same time, though, they aren't giving Illinois a chance to pick it up either, so it's just at a standstill.
Shots being exchanged. Mortar taking a bit of damage. He's gonna go for the kill and is able to get it.
Ooh.
And that's just about everyone from Illinois taken out by Boise State. They're gonna take the oddball and start getting more points.
Yep, just throwing it in station here. It looks like Zeke is the designated oddball holder for this game. Drew the short straw.
And halfway there as they cross 50.
Reality just like, no, you're not allowed over here. I have a stalker rifle. Keeping all Illinois at bay here. Making them think twice before peeking their head out. Oh, unfortunately though, Illinois grabbed the rocket launcher, and the rocket launcher is a little more powerful than the stalker rifle.
Zeke is left, he drops the ball. It's actually taken by Illinois. They're going to start getting a few points. Boise State is back and ready to fight, but reality is holding them at bay. Or Renew, excuse me.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough take. The ball's in Subway, so they're going to have to get a few picks here before they can even push in to reliably. There's one. Moving up. Going to go and cause a little bit of chaos in there. Make them drop the oddball to prepare to defend. And Mortar just walks in and cleans up. Takes the oddball.
Now they only got 20 to go with a little bit over 2 minutes.
Yep, 15 more points. It is all on Illinois to go and get this oddball away from Boise State.
Bit of chip damage there. He's very low, trying to get away.
And tosses the oddball. Sadly, it wasn't far enough, and Illinois brings it right back into Subway. But with the point differential right now.
Yeah, Boise State just needs to win one fight.
Yep.
They're on their way to doing that. Zeke picking up a double.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to. Oh, they do pick them up now. They can get this last. Oh, unfortunately, they weren't able to get the shot. Brings it
right now,
down.
Boise State.
Oh, Mortar actually got them with the grenade from the grave.
But it's not going to really. Right now, Illinois now gets to their halfway point, so they're now making a fight out of this.
Yeah, the rocket launcher is coming up. If they can test that right now, that could be a game changer.
It certainly worked out for Illinois when they got it, but
they were just looking the wrong direction there. And I think that'll be round one for Boise State.
And that's where you're talking about just the early lead that works out for them. Although they just place themselves where they just need to get one good team fight, and they've got it.
Yeah, it just sets the pace for the rest of the game. Makes Illinois have to try and make these riskier engagements happen. Zeke just on the warpath here, just pushing right up, getting them away from Arcade. Early picks here on both sides, evening out.
It's down to 2 versus 2 for both, but Mortar picks one up against Hyperion.
Picks 2 up and the rocket launcher.
Oh, someone's right in your face, just aimed to the ground.
So, really good on Mortar's part too. The little bit of hesitation, get that a little bit of distance away, kept him alive so he didn't just die as well.
Calvin D grabs control of the oddball, already gets 8 on point for Boise State. Is going to grab it again. Now they're moving. Rocket launcher. Hey, you know, he's getting the rocket launcher, but they're just getting in his face too much.
Yeah, they're like, if you're going to take me down, you're going to take yourself down with me. Oddball just kind of sitting out here again.
He goes charging. Calvin D picks up Hyperion.
Getting the oddball taken, and unfortunately they aren't able to hold it for long before they got to take cover, but they kind of brought it closer to Subway, so if anyone's able to capitalize on it and bring the oddball the rest of the way there, Boise State could be looking at a really good defensive spot. Yep, and it looks like they managed to bring that into Subway. Reality, unfortunately was not quick enough on that draw. They're just kind of sitting cozy up here. Rocket launcher is coming up in 8 seconds, though. They need to be very aware of that, because that is definitely a game changer in this kind of situation. Interesting, someone using the Pulse Carbine there. Don't see that too often, especially on this map. It's a little out of the way, so you actually have to really be thinking, I'm going to grab the Pulse Carbine here. Just going to bring the oddball to arcade from the looks of it, or maybe police station. Looks like he's just going to actually bring it back to Subway. It looked like they were thinking Subway was lost, but Mortar being there will... Ooh! And there's that rocket launcher just coming out of nowhere and bringing both them down. Reality with the Pulse Carbine here.
Throws out the grenade. Gets.
Hits their shields, but unfortunately not able to bring them down all the way.
Mortar with a whole bunch of paintings being sent out.
Looks like
They're ready to team fight. Right up against Capo is the first one. Reality falls again, so it's down to 3v3. Oddball now taken by Boise State. They've crossed their halfway point. 50 to go with a little over 3 minutes left.
Calvin goes down there, but looks like he was traded out by Zeke. Just, both teams are spending so much time just trying to make sure the area is secured and keep fighting before they can even pick up the oddball. So it's just been at such a standstill half this time. Oh, still managed to pick up one there.
Yeah, forcing to use those punches there. Gets the oddball away from University of Illinois. Takes it for himself.
Back we go into the Subway system. Getting some good time with the oddball here, though. 40 points remaining. Just gonna try and hold it as long as they can before they go down, which sometimes that's the best thing you can do.
At this point, with 3 down, Boise State just has to wait to respawn here. Getting over to Reality, only 1-2 survives, just going to wait for his teammates.
Oh, and unfortunately, the rocket launcher is a lot of the time it's just an I win button for two shots. Ziku just kind of playing it safe, waiting for his team, which is a red call. Unfortunately, there was a Bulldog right around that corner.
Hyperion's just been on a tear lately. He is eliminated by Calvin, and this key player, that just might be the one pick they want to get.
And the 2v1 there, not going in the favor of Boise State.
Well, you got to hand it to University of Illinois. They've just about tied this up. Ooh. But Boise State gets the oddball, and so they want to build back up that lead they had.
Mortar managed to get their hands on the oddball, getting ever closer to the 100 points needed to win. And it looks like they made the call to just leave Subway here. It's time to move out, get into see the big city. With 15 points remaining here. This is getting closer and closer. Illinois has just got to kind of send it at this point. They don't have many other options.
Well, they move in. Mortar eliminated.
Oh.
Fight here not going in Reality's favor. He's taken out, and Illinois now grabs the oddball.
Yeah, looks like just playing patient here. Don't need to push out with your shields down. unfortunately, Illinois has been doing a really good job of just not giving Boise State a moment to breathe some of these times. They can just sit back and kind of defend the oddball, but they decide to push up and try and bring down enough of them that they can never fight at full strength here.
Mortar with the pick onto Hyperion, though, could turn things around, and only Bantha left. Boise State is moving in. They've grabbed it. Have 3 points left.
Rocket launcher. Unfortunately,
They
Zeke
managed to
brings
do it.
down them. And that first round will go into Boise State here.
Well, great job by the Broncos getting that early lead. Idaho Army National Guard is a proud supporter of Boise State esports. Top players are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. Idaho Army National Guard is one of the best teams to join out there. Reach out to them on Twitch at iGuard Gaming.
Yeah.
So overall, as we are going to be ready to head into the second round here, what were the main things to kind of notice there? Boise State kind of did their traditional strategy of just building up a huge lead early on, but was there anything that University of Illinois did that caught your eye that you might want to keep in mind as we head forward?
Yeah, it's a little specific to oddball, but they would never give Boise State a moment to breathe there. There was a lot of times where they can just kind of sit back and just defend the oddball, but they would go on the aggression, take a couple players down, and then Boise State has to wait another bit while their teammates respawn before they can even attempt another assault. Especially Hyperion was just, like, as you mentioned, would just be super aggressive, take these really risky engagements and just come out on top, and it really just delayed Boise State by a lot.
Well, as we're ready to head into the second round, as we head into game 2, all the stages are chosen beforehand. Next, we're moving into Slayer on Bazaar. So how do you think of Boise State's chances there?
Looks like
Recharge, actually.
Recharge.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Recharge is a map that we typically see a lot of oddball on, not Slayer. So I think what we're going to see a lot of is a lot of control, especially Mortar and Reality. We've seen them use the shock rifle to extreme degree on this map, and it's just a different gun in their hands, essentially, as well as the energy sword being available on this map, which we don't see it too often, but if you can get that energy sword, you can usually get quite the rampage if done properly. Like, some people just kind of run in straight forward. It looks like we're just getting right in the game here, and right away it looks like Calvin is getting these plasma grenades. Goes down, though, to the Mangler here. Got Mortar with the commando. Are they going to go for the shock rifle here? They're just going to kind of back out. Don't even take that engagement right now.
Right now, still tied 2-2 with neither team getting a huge advantage here. Stick on Mortar, exchanging a few shots, pings over. Signal someone's in storage. Renew is eliminated, and that puts Boise State into a small lead.
Yeah, this has been a very slow game so far. I know it's only... Oh, yeah, there they go. Tossing the shock rifle to Mortar here. Everyone's just kind of hesitant to actually go in. Except Reality here. Reality is just all the way in their back line. Same with Calvin.
Oh, a bit of a sneaky play, though, by Bantha. Eliminates Mortar.
Calvin just chilling in this control room here. Not too eager to charge out there without any teammate support. Ooh, got the sword. Just kind of bounced it into that room with the grenade. Making him back up, but just by holding the energy sword. Reality managed to bring down Bantha, but Bantha traded with him. So shock rifle just kind of sitting there, which will be probably highly contested by both teams right now. It seems like they both really want that shock rifle.
Eliminations being traded yet again between these two. Mortar getting rid of Capo. That only leaves Bantha left. So Boise State gets a little breathing room.
Yeah, bringing out the plasma pistol here from Mortar. Just trying that 1-2 combo with the overcharged shot and then a battle rifle burst. Oh, swapping it
Gets
out
the
for
Mangler.
Looks like active camo is... Ooh, nice. Unfortunately, they go down right after. Calvin has the active camo, though. Let's see how much value he can get out of this.
Yeah, catches Hyperion off guard and also gets Renru. It's working out pretty well.
Oh, and a Mangler here. I don't know if this is I don't think. Yeah, the Mangler still is a one-shot melee at this point, but that is going to be changed in the very near future. Going to be a two-shot melee. Bringing out the Disruptor of all weapons and getting a kill with it. You don't see that very often.
Both teams back up to full strength. Boise State maintaining a lead now, has grown it to over 10. 9 minutes left.
Reality, unfortunately, goes down in the hallway here. Got Mortar just being really aggressive with this Mangler. Gets the kill on Hyperion, drops down. Knows that a few of them are around there in control room. Mortar just playing really aggressive here, just kind of trying to get in Illinois' face. Taking
Has to take two, though, at once. It's not going to work out.
Yeah, it was close, but you kind of split the damage between the two of them. Doesn't amount to 1.5 kills. Reality here, just kind of roaming around. Ooh, they gotta be very careful with this Mangler.
Throws out 2 grenades. Does manage to.
That grenade was on purpose, but
Yeah, he still won, though.
it was a very nice grenade. No, unfortunately goes down there though. That's one of those grenades where it's like you just pretend you meant that.
Now Boise State, a few bad team fights has pushed them back down underneath the 10 kill lead there.
Looks like we may be having some technical difficulties here.
Yeah, but overall, Boise State managing to get a few small leads here and there. But overall, what do you think they're overall struggling on? Like what weapons from have you seen so far that you think is best in Boise State's hands, and what are best in University of Illinois' hands?
I think what we're seeing right now is the shock rifle has been very highly contested, but it's not getting a lot of value between just how aggressive both these teams are. And we've seen, especially in Illinois' hands lately, the Mangler has just been absolutely devastating. And it has been strong in Boise State's hands as well, but it seems like just anytime you see an Illinois player with the Mangler right now, it just seems to be an Illinois favored fight. So we'll have to see if Boise State can kind of just contest the Mangler spawn a little bit better and keep them out of Illinois' hands.
You see Boise State right there on stage, probably just trying to work out some troubleshooting right now. But if I remember correctly, before we left, they were leading 27-20. So they had kind of opened up a lead. I think they were like 13 ahead, but then it started to be closed down with a few good team fights from Illinois.
Yeah, which I think part of that is just sometimes you just have a bad team fight. And like, especially with Halo, it's not like is much positioning and like team coordination. Like it is, but it's not like Overwatch level where like you're all grouped up and it's like you have each a different role. It's just I think they took some bad fights and just didn't land the shots they needed to, and they just need to kind of dial it back and just focus on just hitting the shots they need to hit.
And we saw University of Illinois. So Boise State, as we kind of go into a remake here, Boise State will play to 23. University of Illinois needs to get to 30, and we'll play out from there as we're going to be ready to hop back into this stage. But yeah, I think you brought up a good point there, as we saw earlier on Oddball Streets. University of Illinois, when they are catching Boise State out, with one pick or two, and Boise State is down 3-4, University of Illinois can be pretty good at leveraging that advantage and not really giving Boise State time to respawn.
Yeah, just they're a very aggressive team, especially like stand out with Hyperion, and they just kind of take this offensive and never let anyone recoup or reset. And if Boise State can keep that under control, they seem to be doing really well, but sometimes they struggle to just regain composure.
Like we've been talking, this is Illinois versus Boise State in UGC Collegiate Halo. Here we're down to the top 12 teams as we're heading into tonight, and With it being kind of the first big semester tournament, everyone is waiting, looking to make a big name for themselves. So who's going to be top dog right now as we're ready to head back into the rematch here? Once again, Boise State needs 23, Illinois needs 30. And both of them are going to pick up one right off the bat.
Yep, we got the active camo out here. Looks like Reality's looking for it. And Mortar, being their guardian angel, brings down Hyperion to let them get the camo. But unfortunately, they weren't able to use it in time. Mortar just chilling in this maintenance bay hallway. Seems like we're always seeing one member of Boise State here. It's a very advantageous position for them. And on the flip side, we see the control room being favored by Illinois.
There goes the shock rifle, also picked up by Mortar.
Yep, see how much value they're able to get out of this.
Well, it's the same situation basically as when they had the rocket launcher, just someone gets in Boise State's face and they fumble.
Yeah, almost had it too. The shock rifle is kind of weird where it has that like 4 really quick shots, and I think they landed like 2 or 3 of them there with the shock rifle, but not enough to bring down their shields.
Ooh, and a 2v1 is going to go in favor of the University of Illinois, who has gotten up to an early lead here.
Zeke manages to go 1 for 1 there.
Illinois needs 7 more than Boise State here, and they've almost closed that gap completely.
Yeah, it looks like Boise State just needs to slow down here a little bit.
That 7 is going to bring Boise State up to 30 overall.
Unfortunately, Illinois has been doing a really good job at just flanking. Ooh.
Okay, it's just going to forget about the shock rifle after that. It's maybe a sign that it's just not working out for you.
Yeah, oh, that's unfortunate. It's like, they got the kill in the end. That like balances out a little
Sword,
bit
though, look at Zeke popping off with it. Ooh. He at least gets a double before he was eliminated.
Yeah, bringing it back a little bit here, closing that score gap.
Now, Boise State almost to 13. Remember, they needed 23, so once they hit 13, they will just need 10 more to win. Now they're in that. They just need 10 here. Quick melee is going to eliminate Capo.
And they bring down that one. Get the Mangler. That was huge. Getting that Mangler out of the hands of Illinois here and getting to, this is a very good position to be in with the Mangler, too. If anyone peeks there, it's going to just be, yeah, just like that.
Like that.
It's like now they're there.
Now just 5 left for Boise State. Having Mortar's back there, but Mortar takes out Hyperion no problem.
Yeah. Looks like Illinois knows that they have the Mangler now, and they're like, okay, I'm not stepping near that door anymore.
Okay, the question is Mortar going to be able to make the shock rifle work at this point?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I've seen one pick gotten with Boise State with this.
Illinois is just so aggressive.
Yeah, and just, yeah.
They're not letting you take those long fights with the shock rifle.
Well, despite Boise State's shock rifle woes, they only need 2 more, and they will have won this.
Oh. Swapping, ooh. Just barely missed that shot there. Looks like the energy sword's coming up in about 12 seconds here. Wonder if Boise State will contest this or not.
It might not even be brought into play right now, as Boise State just needs 1.
Ooh. Looks like Illinois just kind of is going into whirlpool here. Oh, their shields are popping out, and it looks like that is.
There it is.
There it is.
Boise State winning now is going to go on to match point. They're going to head into CTF next, and looking really good for themselves as they have gone 2-0. So now CTF is next on a line. What are you going to be looking out for here?
I think this will be kind of a scary one for Boise State. I think the way CTF is played, it very heavily favors this aggression. So we'll have to see if Boise State can use that to their advantage, because it's a lot about just respawn timers. You got to take a good fight, get them all to respawn, take another fight in their spawn, and then get the flag and take one more fight as they're spawning midfield blocking you from scoring the flag. So if they can let Illinois overextend and get those picks, they'll be in a very good position, I think. But at the same time, if Illinois wins that fight, they are in a very good position to take Boise State's flag and just roll with it.
Well, Boise State right ahead in to capture the flag here, still at match point, but Illinois has been one of those teams that's kind of kept it pretty darn close. I mean, Boise State has managed, with kind of the exception of, I think, Oddball, where they really ran up the score. Illinois was never too far away from Boise State here.
Yeah. And, like, Illinois is doing a very good job with getting these eliminations. And I think with Oddball, the main thing was eliminations aren't how you win. It's holding that ball. And they were able to keep Boise State from it, but they weren't able to hold it very much themselves. And then we saw in Slayer, they were just – that's where they really shine. So we'll have to see how that transfers into capture a flag, where the respawn timers are typically higher.
And if my teleprompter isn't betraying me right now, it is going to be on Bazaar.
Interesting. That's an interesting map. I don't think we've seen very much Bazaar, so it'll be kind of nice to see it again for once. It's a very open map, so it's going to be, I think it's going to be favoring Boise State a bit more with these open, long-range sight lines compared to, it seems like Illinois favors these really close engagements and just getting up in your face.
Well, Boise State still at match point versus University of Illinois as we are into the best of 12 here for Halo. We are just about getting ready to head into the action here. And Boise State overall, I kind of asked you how big of a lead when we were about to head into Oddball. Are you looking for Boise State? How big of a lead would you be comfortable for Boise State to build up here?
With capture a flag, it's a really tough one to just even get one flag capture, like especially two evenly matched teams. I feel like Boise State, if they want to be really comfortable, get just a 2-flag lead, which I think is kind of a tall ask for either team to get a 2-flag lead on each other. But at that point, I think they just need to hold and wait out the clock, because I don't foresee either team getting all 5 flag scores to just close out the game.
Well, if we aren't going to head into the third game, just a quick ask the production if we are going to break, or a quick... okay, yep, we are... Oh, we're going into game here, excuse me, so...
Yeah, just all the players, getting ready, warming up.
Yep.
Sometimes the Halo custom game launcher can be a little buggy, so just weeding out some of those issues.
Just getting rid of those teething troubles early on here, as it is kind of, like we said, kind of the first major season here, and here we go into Bazaar.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% it'd be Bazaar. I don't quite remember how the maps are selected in this one, but Bazaar is typically banned by most teams.
Well, it wasn't this time, and right off the bat, Boise State exchanging a few shots with Illinois. One team member is going to be eliminated from each. And that's, okay, quickly goes in the favor of Illinois now.
Yeah. Just the Illinois aggression here, just taking these fights, not letting anyone shields recharge, and we have, looks like they're making an attempt for the flag. See if Boise State can push them back here.
Now Illinois has spread the Ks between every member of the team. Capo and Bantha currently leading as the top players.
Just gotta sit back and let those shields recharge here. Looks like Calvin's going on the offensive here. Just looking for any player they can find. They bring down.
Manages to pick up one and now gets 2.
With that, I think Boise State's gonna start attempting to go on the offense here.
Oh,
yeah,
the call goes out to Market.
With that, it's a 4v3 in Illinois' spawn, which will be favored by Boise State. Bringing down 1, bringing down 2. It looks like they should be able to get the flag here. Now they got to win just 1, maybe 2 more fights as they escort the flag back to their... Oh, wow. I didn't even know you could do that. They used the momentum and the slide to get a little extra movement with the flag. You can tell that Boise State's been practicing just the route you take with the flag, which can be very important in Halo. Looks like just bring it up there, and there we are. Flag number 1 going to Boise State. With that, Boise State is in a very comfortable position.
And Calvin has taken another. Oh, no. Okay,
1,
excuse me.
2 down. With this, Boise State goes on the offensive here.
Gonna look like they're gonna go into a 2v1 here. That grenade takes Calvin down to about half shield. Heals back up.
And, ooh, plasma pistol overcharge shot just drops their shield. Illinois has been doing a really good job with that, where they have one person following with an overcharged plasma pistol to just eliminate or get rid of their shields right away. Oh. Looks like Zeke just holding the angle. Oh.
Not gonna be able to use that.
Oh, dynamo grenade coming out here. Calvin unfortunately goes down. Those dynamo grenades are just so strong at getting rid of shields as well. They're basically a power weapon disguised as a grenade.
Right now, University of Illinois tries to get the flag. Mortar stops them right in their tracks. Very defensive position in base, but he's not going to be able to stop Bantha there.
Oh, spike grenade coming out. Oh, but Reality gets the kill. And looks like they'll grab Boise State's flag, but really not bring it anywhere. And with that, Reality brings them down. Now, flag should be returning for Boise State here. And they should be able to go on the offensive here. If they win one more good fight mid, I believe they can grab their flag.
Now the respawns go through for Illinois.
Flag return.
Looks like they're gonna soft reset here. So they're still about midfield, but just kind of waiting for their opportunity to go in.
Reality in East Alley trying to take a fight right here. Is able to pick up Hyperion. Oh, now Renew's the next to fall. Boise State moving in for the flag right now. They're gonna take it.
Yep, and with that, it'll be on Illinois to stop this flag cap and then go and cap a flag of their own just to tie it up. More Manglers coming out here. But Reality doesn't care and just brings them down. Oh, probably a good feeling after all these Manglers have been such a thorn in the side of Boise State here.
He's not going to be able to return.
Oh, they did return.
Oh,
last
just
second.
barely.
Unfortunate. Boise State still has the only flag cap though, so Illinois needs to be the ones to take the offensive just to tie it up.
As we head here to market, shots being exchanged, and Bantha with the double there, taking out Reality and Calvin D. Oh, but a quickly evened up there by Boise State. Bantha and Hyperion eliminated, but Renew keeping it slightly in Illinois' favor. They need to win these fights to get the flag.
Two of them up in Palm Tree. Both low, but unable to bring down both them.
Mortar with the Mangler looking for his play, misses. Now it does take out Hyperion though in the end.
Yeah, we see a lot of these players know like the advanced Mangler stuff where you shoot them twice and then you throw the weapon instead of swap.
Okay.
It's faster than pulling out or swapping weapons. Get some spike grenades here and the Bulldog for Reality. Gonna just kind of run over to the enemy flag and just kind of be a nuisance in a sense. Make the enemy kind of think twice before pushing.
University of Illinois might not need to think twice as they first take out Reality, then Zeke. Mortar's next to fall. With the Plasma Pistol and a prayer, Calvin is not able to defend. The flag is taken by Illinois.
Oh, and overshields on the side of Illinois. Gonna be a very hard ask to defend it from a rocket launcher and overshields. Oh, almost got the stick with the spike grenade. Oh, actually brings someone down with the spike grenade. Zeke goes down. There's two on flag, only one left though. And just like
manages to do it.
Hold on to the flag for another day. Oh.
Well, it's contested though. Renew tries to take it. Reality takes him out, but it's being answered back and forth by both these teams as Zeke tries to defend here on the flag.
Anyone who stands near that flag dies, it seems.
Yeah, it seems like that's the game we're playing right now.
And Boise State actually managed to bring it back. Ooh, gets the plasma pistol overcharge shot, but not on the right target.
Even it's not on quite the right target, still 2 are taken out from University of Illinois. All right, Boise State to push up a little bit further. Calvin D exchanging a few shots right here with the help of Reality. He is going to be eliminating Renru, and that's going to be the flag taken by Boise State.
Yeah, now Boise State's looking for these respawns, trying to figure out where Illinois is coming from so they can eliminate them and secure a path for the flag. The flag is mid, though, which is a good position to have it if you're going to lose it.
Mortar keeping things interesting, though, eliminating Hyperion.
Bulldog coming out there. Oh, they actually got the flag out of mid. I don't know how they did that, but that is impressive. And they cap it. So there's that 2-0 lead I was hoping for.
Right, and so that's basically going to force Illinois to really try to start getting aggressive because they only have 3 minutes left, a little over 3 minutes.
Yeah, they have about 1:30 per flag if they want to tie it up.
Well, that's a great start.
Oh, but
boys,
Mortar's just going to sneak in there and take their flag in return for it.
which when you got this little time remaining, if you're at least able to just take it away from the other team.
Yeah, because you're not able to cap the flag if your flag's missing, so just doing this is going to prevent that.
He's already made it halfway. Just going to hang out in basement, gets found out there,
Yeah, it looks
and
like
everyone
go
clean sweep.
back. And looks like there should be 1 point going. Oh,
Well, Boise State is going to have the opportunity to defend here.
okay,
Flag
we
down to
reset
mid.
the flag, actually. So I thought they had the flag waiting in our base, but it looks like we managed to return it.
Goes down to Mark. It takes the flag away from Illinois.
So yeah, every second the flag's just sitting here is a second that Illinois is not scoring.
Boise State now moving to the flag, trying to
and
return it.
reset That is huge.
That's probably going to do it right now.
Ooh.
Nice play against Hyperion. Mortar now it's pushing in towards Illinois, making them feel the pressure. Trying to win here, but isn't going to take out Renru.
Unfortunate there. But, like, just being in the enemy's base right now, like, basically means that Illinois is not going to have a chance to.
I mean, it was the sneaky pick earlier on that just took basically a whole minute away from Illinois.
Yeah.
So now this time, even if they just grab the flag, like they do right now, they're just taking precious time away from Illinois and still managing to hold them at bay. Calvin D eliminating Renru. Has the Mangler now.
Ooh.
Move up and quickly take out Hyperion.
Oh, man. Oh, and unfortunately the melee doesn't connect there. Looks like, yeah, they'll reset the flag, but they
But
still
at
got
this
to take
point, yeah.
Boise State 2 times in 1 minute. That is a very tall ask right now.
They basically have to win everything from here on out.
Yeah. Boise State just has to keep them at bay. It would be a smart thing to actually send someone around to just grab that flag again, but it can also just be a good strategy to just kind of hunker down at this point. Keep them from ever making a solid 4-man push into Boise State's base here.
Push is stopped by Reality, actually flanking in Bantha. There should be still one trying to go for the flag. Grabs it. Contested has to drop it, though. Now with only 20 seconds left, I think Boise State's got this.
Yeah, they, I don't even think they can win at this point. I think,
Yep, it's returned.
yeah, and with that, I believe Boise State will take it.
There we go. That's going to be the final win for Boise State. It's best of 5. Boise State has 3 wins and an overall victory for themselves. So nice job to the Broncos.
Yeah, very well played by them. They're just very good coordinated pushes.
Like we said, that's the win in this UGC Collegiate Halo match. Boise State beating University of Illinois 3-0. Had some moments where Illinois looked like they were going to challenge them, but overall, Boise State just got into the lead, maintained it through basically all three modes we saw, and that's going to do it for tonight. So overall, great job by Boise State. Do you have any players that really stood out to you, though?
Ooh, I think I want to give it to Reality here. Just doing such a good job at just maintaining like the overall battlefield and just kind of keeping track of everyone, and always had like just these really good picks. No one could. You kind of saw, I think it was a rivalry between him and Hyperion. That kind of had this little back and forth, but Mortar just kind of, or Reality just kind of had the picks they needed when they needed to get them.
Well, we'll see who has been decided to be the ICCU player of the game. The player of the game is going to be brought over towards Mortar, who picks it up.
Yeah, just phenomenal job. Okay, there we are. Yeah, some of these stalker rifle plays by, I think Mortar had some as well as Reality. They just, both those players that are just a monster with those weapons.
Well, the player of the game is brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes the team more successful, just like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. Mortar, your player of the game for tonight. And overall, this is what we were talking about earlier. Boise State just building up a huge lead earlier on in oddball, and not really letting it get away from them.
Yeah, just some of these plays, like, Boise State just plays so well together where they're like always spread out, but always watching each other's back at the same time, and winning these long-range angles. Like, we only ever really saw them lose a lot of the close quarters fights, which definitely seemed like it was an Illinois' kind of game plan and their play style.
Well, Boise State picking up the win there. We're going to leave you with the top 5 plays of the game, brought to you by the Idaho Army National Guard. Invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. Idaho Army National Guard is one of the best teams to join out there. Reach out to them on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. Congrats to the Broncos for that win. And here we'll leave you with the top 5 plays of the game.
They have the high ground advantage here, and the oddball just right in front of it, so it's going to be they weren't going to be able to hold it for much longer. Just throw it into the middle of the open, so Illinois can't just turn around and grab it without Mortar or anyone on the rotation to have an easy way to contest it. A couple low members of Illinois here being brought down. Looks like they're rotating back.
All but one.
Here, just pushing right up, getting them away from Arcade. Early picks here on both sides, evening out.
It's down to 2 versus 2 for both, but Mortar picks 1 up against Hyperion.
Picks 2 up and the rocket launcher. Needs to slow down here a little bit.
That 7 is going to bring Boise State up to 30 overall.
Unfortunately, Illinois has been doing a really good job at just flanking.
Okay, he's just going to forget about the shock rifle.
So yeah, every second the flag's just sitting here is a second that Illinois is not scoring.
Boise State now moving to the flag, trying to return it.
That is huge.
That's probably going to do it right now. Ooh. Nice play against Hyperion. Mortar
to the enemy flag and just kind of be a nuisance, in a sense. Make the enemy kind of think twice before pushing.
University of Illinois might not need to think twice as they first take out Reality, then Zeke. Mortar's next to fall with the Plasma Pistol and
Chemical, emotional. Gotta be rational. Big monkey is optional. I'm in the phase, I need evolution. 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 מכין מגולגל וטס לחלל. I need evolution. 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 וטס לחלל.
walking home, I've seen so many people go. Learn to make it on my own. It's easier for me to be alone. So how are you? Keep cutting through, claiming you're not like the other guys. And only if I could give you a chance, show me that you mean it, we'll feel some type of way. Why do you keep chasing clouds? Don't leave before I feel something. Before I go and change my mind. I said, why do you keep chasing clouds? Don't leave before I feel something. Before I go and change my mind. Something must be wrong with me. Keep wanting just to see you show up at my door. Et même quand je suis froide, un peu indifférent, tu continues